Hello lovelies, and welcome to a Tuesday technique. So I've dropped the 2 o'clock bit, but I thought that I would come live once again. It's been a couple of weeks, I know, but with the release of a new catalogue as of midnight tonight, let's say tomorrow, I thought I'd come live with a bit of a technique with one of our new featured products, and that is the Jelly Roll pens. Now, I have seen these pens, well, this type of pen for a little while, and really hoped that we could get some. And sure enough, in the new catalogue, we have a set of 3 Jelly Roll pens. So the set contains a 0.5, 0.8 and 0.1, I think is what it means. So a fine, a medium and a bold Jelly Roll pen. Now, for those of you who have never seen Jelly Roll pens, they are pretty well just a white pen. Normally we have black or blue or red, and then of course you've got, you know, your greens and your other colours, whereas these are white, which I know seems a little bit strange. Why would you have a white pen? Well, this is why you have a white pen. So let's just first have a look at the pens. Jelly Roll, oh, there you go, very good. I literally opened it, as in pried it open, so it was easier for me to just pull them out on film. So you've got Jelly Roll 10, and you have a 10 on the little cap. Then we have Jelly Roll 08 and Jelly Roll 05. They're made in Japan, just in case you're interested. They have a barcode on them, just in case you're interested. And that's about it. So let's have a look and open up. And they have different size nibs, I'm assuming. As I said, I have never actually played with them. Yes, they definitely have different size nibs. Look at that. Okay, so hopefully you can see, and it will focus. There is a fine, a medium and a large, and therefore they should actually write differently. I'm actually pulling across a card that's been pre-made by Karen. Once again, my lifesaver, Karen, thank you so much. And I'm just going to do some drawing on them. Now, I read a couple of things about just writing. Actually, I'm going to just, yeah, I'm going to decorate that card, but I'm just going to use the back of, well, some of this black cardstock first, because what I read or watched a video on was just have a bit of a scratch or scrap piece of paper and do some scribbling before you start, because otherwise you'll get this effect. So there you go. I have done some scribbling, and what I'm noticing is that if I normally hold things on the side, and you really are probably better off holding these a little bit more upright. But there is the 10, so that's 10, 10, 10. Now, another thing, just as I'm playing, another thing that I do remember hearing on the video that I was watching was to write slowly with them, and I did go a bit fast with that one. So this is the 08, so let's just go with the 08, and again I'm putting it on a bit of an angle. So there we go. So again, start on a scratch piece of paper and draw slowly. Okay, so that's the 08, and then let's go with the fine. Wow, that is nice and fine, isn't it? Oh, that's really nice. Okay, so this is the 05. Now you get all 3 in the one pack, so you don't have to pick and choose which one you want, because they all come in the one pack. Please don't ask me the price, because I don't have that off the top of my head, but from midnight you can look it up online. So what I was going to do with these was, I was just going to show you, you can see how well it writes on black cardstock or any dark cardstock. What was I going to do? I was going to do the dark, the white around the outside. Now I'm not going to bore you with all of this, but you've probably seen my other videos where I've done some doodling. This is just like doodling, except that the white sits on top of your dark cardstock, and it looks really good. So there you go. You can add white to things like this. So then I was going to go around with the 08. And again, as I said before, I'm going to do slow movement. The other thing is that this doesn't dry straight away, so be aware of where your hand is going. You'll see that I didn't draw, maybe you didn't see, I didn't draw down this side of the card because I knew that my hand was going to sit on there in order for me to be able to draw these other lines. So that's the 0.8, and then that's the 10, that's 0.8, and this is the 0.5. I'll do this one next. Now actually before I do that, I just want to grab the 0.8 and come down so that I know where to start with my 0.5, which I will hold my pen a little bit more upright because the 0.5 is really fine. You can also, according to the video, you can go over the top of your lines if you want it to go whiter. Just be aware, unless you have a really steady hand, of course, that is, you do risk obviously going off the line, especially with the 0.5. So the 0.5 is very, very fine, as you can see. And Karen, I hope you don't think, oh, you're wrecking my card. I don't mean to. It was just the perfect card and I had it right here. I do have another card that I will show you the other thing you can do. As you can see with this one, I'm simply embellishing the card, and I will go through and finish that off. That is one way that you can use your Jelly Roll pens. Probably a good idea is to cap them after use, but because I'm still using them, I'm going to just leave them uncapped. The other thing that you can do is you can do little highlights on coloured in images. So that one you saw before, that was just direct to cardstock. This little gorgeous little elf here holding a present. Now this is a Christmas present, but he or she can also be holding a birthday present or whatever you like. I'm going to add a little bit of highlighting to this elf. I haven't done much shading with him. All I've really done is when I just coloured him in flat, and then I did a little bit of a line here and a little bit of a line down there just to give a tiny bit of shading. Did a bit more shading in with the present. And I'm not going to use the 0.5, I won't call it 0.5, the 0.5 because it is just so fine. I'm not going to use the 10 because I find that that is quite thick. I'm going to choose to use the 0.8 because I think that will work well. So with my theory on shading, so colouring and shading, I always pick a side that the light is coming from. So because the shade is behind here and on this side, the light would be coming down from this angle. So my highlight would be on this side. Therefore, I am just going to do a little bit of a highlight down there. And hopefully you can see there's just a bit of a highlight. Now it's a fairly light colour with white, therefore it's not showing up that much. I might grab the fine one, so the 0.5, and do some, again, the light's coming down from this angle. So I'm going to do some on the bottom of his shoe. And this is my scratch piece of paper. So I will start her off there and then come down and do highlighting there. And again, we've got just a bit of a highlight on the shoe, which just gives it a little bit more depth on the colouring. Again, the lighting would go on this side. So if I put a little bit of white on there, you can see just gives a little bit of depth. Now the other thing you can do, you don't have to do straight lines, you can also do dots. This was something else that I saw. And so what I will do is on the mushroom tree, let's call it a mushroom Christmas tree, I'm going to, again, I might just have a look here and I might go with the 0.8. I was going to go with the 10, but I think the 10 might be too big. I can just do, start her off again and just do some dotting. Probably doing it on the wrong side, but that's okay. Just do some dotting over on the red, near the red, sorry. And There you go. So isn't that just a fun way to play with your paper crafting? I think I could probably get completely carried away and do lots and lots of this and just sit here all day and do it. But I won't bore you with my playing. Remember to jump online anytime from midnight and you'll be able to have a look at all the brand new products. If there was anything in the current catalogue that you were super keen on getting, make sure that you grab it before midnight, because a lot of the products are retiring, and there is also a few price increases. So yes, I do recommend that you jump on and have a look tonight, place any orders that you want before midnight to grab those. So just recapping, these are a new product that are coming out from midnight tonight called Jelly Roll. They come in a pack of 3, 0, 5, 0, 8 and 10, and they're lots of fun. All right, if you have ever played with Jelly Roll type pens before, please feel free to share your artwork. I would love to see them. Head on over. You can either post it in a comment here, but I would really love if you would share it in the group, Charlotte's Scrap and Chat, and just, yeah, share with everyone. Sharing is caring. All right, girls and guys, if you're watching, I hope you're having a lovely day. Remember to stay safe, keep crafting, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.